Hi. There were no questions tonight and ask away, so I thought I would just come say hi anyway. Surprise! I'm working on May, and that should be going out to everyone later this week. Hopefully, this time I'll get a chance to proofread it, have someone edit it, so I don't make the same mistake I did last time by being off a day. Sorry about that. What I wanted to sort of discuss tonight, after first congratulating Dan Failton on the Brooklyn Marathon today. Way to yellow a marathon, Dan. That's awesome. But for the rest of us or me specifically, who is not even thinking about a marathon this year, I don't know if you saw the photo in what I sent around in the note that I sent around in the new blog post, which unfortunately I realize you cannot open in the app on your phone. I have the development team working on that. Apologies. The blog app function is not working very well on the site or on so I can't put up a new blog post. My gigantic belly broke the blog app in Wix. So it might be I don't even know if we're going to be able to use a blog post this month to communicate. So check your emails for junk. Make sure you didn't miss anything from me. I might have to send everything out manually again this month too. The two things I want to talk about tonight, one of them is wind. It is real. This is looking to be the windiest month or the windiest May on record, at least for the state of Colorado. And we get a lot of wind. The wind was so strong, y'all, it took my Christmas lights down for me. It's pretty strong wind. And on that day, I did not go outside and run. I did not, and I'm good with that. There have been more days I have not gone outside to run than days I could have gone outside to run. And a big function of this, again, as you might have seen, and a very badly written, just trying to get it out. I was a little emotional, like, this everybody's going to see, my big tummy. But my tummy does swell up. I start the day looking normalish, and then it is huge by the time I put food into it. We've yet to figure out, we know part of it's SIBO, we don't know the rest. But rest assured that looking like that, it's as painful as it looks, and running just hasn't been happening, and it hasn't been happening now for about 2 months. I have gone outside for a few days, and that was really the point I had wanted to touch on, the single point of universality that draws back to the idea of people reaching out in office hours and saying, I'm having trouble getting started again. I really want to get started again. What are your tips for getting started again? And honestly, anything that you're ashamed of, you're going to avoid. And I know this as someone with ADHD who had to deal with a lot of shame from a whole lot of people. I got really, really good at shutting people out, shutting down, and not doing the things that other people wanted me to do or thought were really necessary that I disagreed with. You could say it makes me difficult. Running has never been that thing. Running was my escape from those things. Oh, you need me to fold a whole bunch of laundry that's just going to be unfolded within 10 minutes? Sorry, I'm going for a run. You want to make me the place, the receptacle for all of the bad things that happened to you today? I'm going for a run. So that common theme is still kind of where I'm at today. I could do this thing I really don't want to do, or I could run. So if you are trying to trick yourself to get out the door, that's one that could work. Put your run clothes next to, the laundry that needs to be done. I bet going outside and taking a little time for yourself is going to win over the laundry. And that is not a failure to adult. Yeah, laundry needs to get done, but you've probably got other people in the house who you could nudge to do that stuff too. My oldest daughter is big enough to do it, and she's really excited to do things like laundry right now. She's like, oh, can I do that for you, Mommy? I'm like, yeah, you can. So we don't use bleach. Probably not going to use it for a while. It's questionable how clean my clothes are, but you know what? I didn't have to do it. So I tell you that, again, to tell you this. The best way to get started is to make room for wanting to do it in your life. Instead of feeling guilty, that's a waste of time, honestly, feeling guilty about what you haven't done. It's to make room to kind of nurture that little part of you that still wants to. I've been running since I was 6 years old. I've said over and over and over, and I will say it again. This is much more of a hobby for me than it is for most of the people who I coach. I am incredibly impressed at anyone who just picks up a new hobby over the age of 25 because they want to. And it's confusing to me how people feel like each day they don't do that thing makes them less than. Well, I haven't been running really for 3 months. I'm still a runner. I haven't been feeling good for about 3 months. I'm still a human. I haven't been momming really well for the past 3 months. I'm still a mom. That's still a job I'm going to do. I'm still going to run. And I would really kind of challenge you to reframe it. I'm a runner. If your journey has been interrupted for one reason or another, that's cool. I just don't want you to waste a lot of time thinking about what do I need to do to overcome that, right? Whether you run 1 day a week or 5 days a week, you're a runner. If you haven't been running in months and you are still thinking about when you might go running again, doesn't matter. You don't have to put it. I've never been a fan of that mindset that says you have to put a timeline on goals. I think it's stupid. Because some things you can actively work towards, other things you can't. And I know for me, I'm doing everything I can for my health, but I can't control when I'm going to feel like I tried to go today and it was a disaster. So I walked home. And let me tell you, I cannot overstate how good it feels to get a walk done, even if it's a little cold and you're dressed for a run, not a walk. All that is to say, there's a part of me that will always want to. I will never fully accept, even if that day comes and I'm told you can't run anymore, you shouldn't run anymore. I'm never really going to accept that or throw a pity party for myself about it or start trying to. I'm a runner. This is what I do. On a day that I can't run, I'm still a runner. On a day when I want to run, I might make space for it. I might not. Because habits we talk about running like it's this one big habit, and it's a whole lot of little habits. It's having the clothes ready to go. It's having the time in the calendar. It's having the headspace. It's having everything charged. It's having shoes that fit. There might be on a given day, I can't find the shoe. I can't find my other running shoe, or I'm ready to go and I'm so close, but I don't have all of the things that I need. So the challenge for you, where I would say is, if there's a part of you, if you're a runner who is not running right now, but would like to get back into it, just pull together your running gear. Stop what you're doing right now, because all I'm doing is rambling. Go pull together a running outfit along with your shoes and put it somewhere where you're going to see it. And again, not for guilt, but I could do that. It's the way I do it with laundry. Honestly, I'll put the basket of dirty laundry somewhere near the door. And I know that, again, it sounds ridiculous because it's not going out the door, but my house is smaller, so I have to walk past the door a lot. And every once in a while, I'll be like, oh yeah, I got time for that. I'll throw the laundry in, and then I'll pick up the laundry, and the laundry gets done. So this is anything that really needs to get done or I really want to do is sort of the same psychology. If I'm not seeing it, if I'm not thinking about it, then it's not going to happen. So find the way that sort of works for you. And for me, it's just remembering a run feels good. I'd kind of like to do that. Maybe tomorrow, have my stuff out, and then I'm one step closer to doing the thing. When a little bit of time pops up and I say, oh, I can do that. I've got time for that. Let's go. If you haven't gone for a while because of the wind outside, let me remind you, wind is real. It's one of the windiest springs on record. In Colorado, it probably is other places too. Wind tends to not impact just one state. Then go easy on yourself. If you haven't been outside in a while, congratulations. It means you probably did not get hit in the face by my Christmas lights that the wind literally blew off the tree and to God knows where. So you were safe indoors that day. It means you adulted. It means you listened to your body. And listening to your body is the most advanced thing you can do, even on days like today, when mine told me that a run wasn't going to be a good idea, but I really wanted to run and I really wanted to try. And then I had a really great walk and came home to my husband singing I'm blue da ba dee da ba da, because that's what he does when I walk through the house now with that to celebrate the new roots. Anyway, that's all I had to say. May's coming soon. You are coached, you are loved, and if you have not been outside trying to fight wind, you will lose. Then you are, in fact, winning at life. See you next week.